iHeartRadio today. We've got a great guest patiently waiting on the telephone. We will get to them here in just a few seconds. If you've just joined us, download our podcast if you've missed anything over there at JiggyJaguar.com. And from time to time, we'll let the guests do their own introductions just in case I missed something. So we're going to go ahead and go to the telephones and let our next guest introduce themselves. We'll talk a little bit about why they're here. Go ahead and jump in there, my friend. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Sherri Murphy, the owner of and founder of Elite Connections International Matchmaking Agency.
Now, tell us a little bit about how you got started in this business, because this is the matchmaking industry is a heck of a business. It makes a lot of money every year.
Well, I was single, and I'd been single for about 9 years. I joined with a matchmaker, and I met my husband. Now, back then, everybody was doing personal ads, which I thought was crazy because you really have no idea who you're meeting, and really online dating is no different. It's the same thing. Everybody, they can lie about their age, their height, their job, even if they're married or not. And that happens all the time.
Yes. We have got a great guest with us today. She joins us live here in our big program. And let's talk a little bit about online dating. There is, the apps. There's these, sites. There's all these things. As a matchmaking expert, tell us a little bit about what we need to be on the lookout for when we're, trying to cut through the BS of online dating.
Well, you just have to really take your time and move slowly. Meet in public places and don't give out any of your personal information. It's you just really have no idea who you're meeting, so you have to really be careful.
We've got Sherri Murphy with us today. She is an international matchmaking expert. She is the CEO of a amazing company. She's with us here to offer some top tips for matchmaking and why dating apps may not lead you to happiness. Give us your thoughts on these apps.
Well, I know people that have met more. I think they had more success a while back than they have been lately, it seems like, but I just, my tip is just to be really careful and move slow. You just really have no idea who you're meeting. So the best thing you can do, really, if you really want to meet someone, is get off online, get out of the house, get off your phone, and go out in public and meet people face to face. It's still possible, and it's really the number one way to meet people. Get in, make a connection with somebody in person, see if you can pick up on whether you like each other or not, and then take it from there. If you get invited to something, you should go. You're not going to do anything sitting at home on your computer. And people are just losing their social skills because they're so used to being online all the time. They want to email people and they want to text people, and nobody calls anymore. It's just not the way to really make a connection with somebody to fall in love.
We've got a great guest with us today. Sherri Murphy joins us. She's an international matchmaking expert. She joins us today here on the telephone, talking a little bit about Elite Connections, which was 24 years ago built into one of the world's premier matchmaking agencies. And she's proud of the company's A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. And she joins us today here on our big broadcast. So I see all these, you hear about all this Tinder and Grindr and all these different dating apps. Why do people go to those? Is it just because it's fast and easy?
Well, that's the way the internet has pushed us all to be, fast and easy. Remember, we used to shop, we used to go from store to store. Now we do everything at home. We can look at 10 different places without leaving our house. So it's kind of the same thing with dating. More, more, more. They have this more, more attitude. So, there's always something better around the corner. There's always someone better. They'll go out with one person, but they've got 3 other people in mind that they're going to meet tomorrow or tonight or whatever. It's, it just goes on and on. So if you really want to meet somebody, you need to slow down and, stop that ridiculous treadmill, hamster wheel, whatever you want to call it, running around going from person to person. If you really want to meet somebody, not everybody does online. A lot of it is just fun. They just want to have a good time and jump from person to person. It's good for those people. They can just jump away. But if you really, really want to meet somebody, then you need to find ways to do that in person.
We've got a great guest with us today. Sherri Murphy joins us here on our broadcast, coast to coast and border to border on TuneIn, iTunes, and Radio Loyalty. The Mix on Tuesdays. Elite Connections was founded in Los Angeles in 1994 after Sherri met her husband through a matchmaker and saw a need for a safe, effective way for successful and commitment-minded singles to meet one another. What were some of the things that, with that whole process, that you've streamlined through Elite Connections?
Well, we meet everyone in person, so we're checking IDs and doing background checks. So we're presenting people, real people, for other people to meet. So we know they're single, we know where they live, we know where they work. You know, we've cut out all the bull, we've got recent photos, and we push our clients to go to events too. It's not just, you know, I don't care if they meet through us or at an event or wherever. You know, I just want everybody to be happy. So we really push the clients to attend things, get out of the house. You know, don't just sit around waiting for us and you know, match you to the person that you're going to fall in love with. Maybe you're going to meet them out and about. So the best thing you can do is get out of your house, like out, you know, as often as you can, because you're not going to meet somebody sitting there watching television and looking on your phone for the next date online. It's crazy what people have gotten sucked into.
We have got Sherri Murphy with us today. Elite Connections, find them online. Before we let you go, how do we find you on social media and websites and everything else?
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you, we have a great event coming up if anybody's around the LA area. Party with Purpose on November 30th at Mountain Gate Country Club, and we've got tons of awesome single people coming to that. So you can reach us at 800-923-4200.